I'm Cheri Magill, an assistant professor in the Department of Educational Leadership in VCU School of Education. Those of us in the field of education have many opportunities for advancement, both within the same organization and by moving to other educational organizations. For example, teachers might move into administration, principals might move to central office positions, superintendents might move among school divisions. Some K-12 educators move to state agencies or into institutions of higher education. There's an abundance of research on effective leadership characteristics and behaviors. These behaviors are listed and interpreted through various theoretical lenses, such as situational leadership, transactional leadership, transformational leadership, and Drath's direction alignment commitment framework. All this leads us to ask, how do leaders determine if moving to a new work environment or context requires a change in leadership behaviors? I've had the opportunity to work with many excellent educational leaders in the field of education who changed leadership positions several times. While their styles were very different, they all had something in common. All of them took time to study their new environment, and they intentionally enacted specific leadership behaviors based upon the organizational context within which they worked. As I moved from one educational organization to another, I found it really important to pay close attention to what I observed in each, sort of like collecting qualitative data. How did people interact with one another? What had meaning and what was valued? How did people define their roles and responsibilities? What policies were in place to forward the mission of the organization? I also found it helpful to look more deeply into the organizational culture to explain why these things, effective or not, were so prominent. Bolman and Deal suggest that digging into the whys behind those questions lead to the reasons organizations work the way they do and have the organizational cultures they do. I subscribe to their theory of looking at organizations through structural, human resources, political, and symbolic frames to help interpret why organizations have policies and procedures, how they decide which people will have which responsibilities, how they distribute limited resources, and why certain things have special meaning to that organization. Understanding all of this can provide guidance in determining how to best lead the organization through problem solving and goal setting without unintentionally creating other problems in the process. Theories about leadership and organizational culture can be merged to help leaders be reflective about their practice. Rather than view lists of effective leadership behaviors as a static list, leaders should use their understanding of the work environment to intentionally select those behaviors that are most likely to be effective in their new work settings.